Absolutely, it was a dream come true. I've loved Batman ever since I was a little kid, and especially Chris's movies of Batman. I loved the first two films, and I was deeply honored to be a part of it. Well, in this movie, I play a real idealist. You know, he's an optimist, and it can be difficult sometimes to be idealistic in our world because there's a lot of bad things going on. But I think it's important to remember there's also a lot of good things going on, and to remain optimistic, and that's John Blake for you. Sure. Well, you know, it was very interesting playing a police officer because my personal experience is, you know, I've had good experience with the police. I've also had not as good experiences with the police. But I was very glad to be playing a police officer who was a good guy. Because even though the Los Angeles Police Department or the New York Police Department, there are examples of not so good cops. That doesn't mean that every cop's bad, and I think lots of cops are great guys, and I was playing one of them. Well, what Chris has done with his Batman films is turned him into a real person. He's not just a cartoon character anymore, he's a real man. And I think that's why audiences love these movies so much, because they can sit down and watch, you know, a grown-up and dignified drama, as well as an entertaining Batman film. Getting to see Christian in the Batsuit it's unbelievable because it's happening in real life. You know, so much of what happens in these big action movies nowadays, it happens in computers. Digitally, they do it later, you know? And that's not so fun as an actor because you just have to pretend. But Christopher Nolan really likes to make things real. And there's no digital enhancement in the Batsuit. He really looks like that in real life, and it just makes you feel like you're inside a movie. I just remain grateful. I'm a very, very lucky guy. I get to do something I love. I've worked hard for a long time. I've been doing this for 25 years now. I started when I was 6 years old, and I'm just delighted at how it's turning out. Very happy, very lucky. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I was finishing up writing the script for Don John's Addiction while we were shooting The Dark Knight Rises, and I told Chris that I wanted to direct it, and he was so encouraging, and I just thought that was so cool of him. He didn't have to do that, you know, nothing but supportive. He would go out of his way to point out little things that he had learned, often little technical things, stuff that you wouldn't think of, and it really goes to show he cares very deeply for people that he works with. Entiendo un poco más que puedo hablar, pero no puedo hablar mucho. Estoy angelino de Los Angeles, entonces hay muchos español. Entiendo más que puedo hablar, pero aprendo.
Muy bien.